So anyway, like I said, let your presence know, let me know that you're here. And those sheep, that door right there, start rattling twice. And I ran around there to see one of you guys play tricks on me, but it wasn't you guys. So that was freaking weird. I love it. So anyway, and I'm going to let Ron here talk about the railroad tracks.
Yeah, they've had quite a bit of incidences here on the railroad tracks with sightings and whatnot. That's where the train used to let people off, train, get back on the train. And outlaws come through here as well. I've heard stuff in my own building, and there's definitely stuff in Campus Plan.
Thank you, Ron. And my backup filmer right here, you got anything you want to say?
I do. In the, you called this the motor pool, right? In that building I had no EVPs, but I was taking photographs. Something brushed up against my right hand, and it felt more like crawling. So I tried to debunk it as if it was an ant or a fly. I just didn't think much about it. A few minutes later, something went up the inside of my left calf. And again, I looked around, flies, ants, spider webs. I couldn't, debunk it as anything. And then it happened again on the shin. So I felt like I was brushed up against something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I have 2 minutes, right before you called us, I have 2 minutes of video of orbs just coming at us, just one after another. Wow. So I have 2 minutes of feed on that.
Yeah, and at that point he was feeling stuff. I checked around him, nothing. No spider webs, no.
That's crazy. This place is crazy activity. I'm going to hit up everybody one at a time. So, Becky.
I didn't know EVPs. It's but I've been filming it as a parents from
Rebecca,
Me and what was your name with the red? I'm sorry. No, you. Nina? Remember the heaviness that we felt? We didn't feel it right away, but as we started walking more, we started feeling like heaviness. It was getting harder to breathe. No one else said they felt that, but we did. So I don't know what that means, but as far as that, we didn't get any EVPs.
Okay. Ariana, you confirm that?
No, it's too much noise contamination when we're trying to breathe in the bathroom.
Ariana, you got a badass hairdo.
Thank you.
Betty?
Yeah, when I was with all the cars, I asked if there were spirits that came with the cars, and then I took a picture, and there was like hundreds of orbs. And then I took another picture, and they were gone. So that was kind of cool.
All right, we're doing on camera. All right, John.
A lot of orbs in the motorworks. Possibly might have an EVP, and that's about the time that Mac showed me the scratches. I got the feeling that every time I was moving around, I got brushed because I was doing EVPs and taking pictures. I kept going like this, like I was brushing through cobwebs. I didn't really pay attention to it until Mark mentioned it. Because everywhere I walked, and I looked around to see if there's any cobwebs, and they're like on my face. I kept going like this. And
so many people
like
say that, especially if you're being touched and you feel this cobweb thing. But like when I was being touched, I mean, I felt fevers. It was crazy.
That's pretty much it. The EVP just kind of sounds like right at the very end. And I didn't even hear him. I'm actually the one that noticed it first. And that's pretty much it for me.
Karen and Sherry.
We did get an EVP. It said, "It's me." And
It was in a man's voice.
I would say a man. It's iffy. But that's the second "it's me" we got. And then I said, "Well, can you say anything else besides it's me?" And he goes, "Me." Wow. So that's all we got. And then orbs, of course, and I did feel the spider web on my face also.
Wow.
Paul?
Yes.
I forgot. We also got Sherry's EVP on ours too.
Oh, okay, so that's 2 recorders. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Anything else you want to say? Got any good jokes? All right.
Yes.
Nina, Lucy.
I wasn't sure if Kara was good. Lucy, when we walked into that building over there, I felt the same thing she felt, the heaviness. And then we went, while we were in there, Lucy, after we had left the room where the monster things were, Lucy all of a sudden said she was very shaky. She was definitely feeling something around her, and Kara felt it too. And as she said that, I was getting a lot of words around her, on her, like attached to her.
Yeah, I saw those.
They were between us,
Yeah.
and both, and I could feel what she was feeling, and I'd felt that earlier before, but yeah, it's almost like someone's, the way I was trying to describe it to her, and she said she felt the same way, was if someone were right up close to you, very close to you, looking over, and she was kind of creeped out a little bit, so was I.
It's
So
crazy.
it was nice that she could validate what I was feeling, and I could validate what she was feeling. So we were able to back each other up as sensitives.
Anything else, you guys?
Lucy did, when they were talking about the spiderweb feeling, she had mentioned to me when we walked through, and I had walked through first, and then she goes, I just walked through a spiderweb. So it was interesting.
Wow.
That
Okay.
she did bring that up in that building over there where the cars were.
Crazy. Okay. Anything else, guys? No? Okay. Let's look at a scratch.
Yeah.
It's still there. Let's see that scratch.
Yeah, so I was in the building right next door, and my arm got scratched 3 times over near the mannequins, and that hasn't been the first time I've been scratched before, so I kind of knew the feeling.
Another scratch on the other side.
And yeah, that's a nice little experience, and nice little souvenir to take home. So
They
Right
really are showing up now. I'm zooming and taking pictures.
Thank you,
say it
Max.
was burning?
Anything else, Max? No? Okay, how about you two?
As soon as I walked into the machine shop, I felt really drained. I had to sit down. I felt like I was gonna faint, almost really lightheaded. And I felt like there was a presence in the back room where the mannequins were, in the electrical area. I felt like something going on there, maybe something with the train.
There's something about that mannequin room.
You got it?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, that's all right. I was just going to say, there's something about that mannequin room. We were standing in the doorway beyond the mannequin room on the other side in the big shop, and it seemed like it got really dark at that point, and then a train came by, and right as the train is going by, I feel like there's this pressure pushing on my arm and electricity with it at the same time. And it went on for a good 20 or 30 seconds. I could just feel almost like a mild electrical jolt. And the lights were flashing in the windows from the train. And then the howl of the train horn, it was surreal for about a minute there. Really, really intense.
At the same time she was experiencing that, I was a couple feet away inside the mannequin room, taking a picture of the really creepy mannequin. And I took a picture and my phone just completely died, shut off. Almost.
Dead.
Yeah.
All right, that's a wrap. Okay, cool.